Are you gonna chug it again? I mean, it's not like we did this before in any other video. What's up? Trink here.
Joshey.
And we're about to start on our Halloween marathon, I guess, October marathon, where we do 2 reviews or something like that, Mondays and Fridays. So basically what that means is no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, no like miscellaneous shit. We're just going to focus on reviews and some other stuff on Mondays and Fridays, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
Because we love horror movies, and
Absolutely.
We thought this would be a perfect opportunity. So
Yes.
And this is a lot of filming, so that's why there's no like other random stuff. Just because we gotta get this stuff done, so you guys can have a good November looking in the future and all those reviews. So without further ado, to get this Halloween marathon started, we decided to do something fun with what should we call it? Our top 10 favorite Halloween traditions. And by top 10, I mean his 5.
Each.
Yeah, 5 and 5. So,
yeah.
Would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All
because
right.
mine are stupid.
All right.
According to him.
All right. So basically, when I said I should have specified, but
He texted me last night. Actually, hold on. We're gonna read the text.
I'm gonna read.
We're gonna find out what he said.
All right. So why he's getting that? I meant to be like traditions, like a Halloween special that came on when you were little. Whether you still watch a Halloween special now, or like you just remember it, or like something you still do now. I meant like TV and like a little bit of like stuff you do. But let's just see what I said.
He said, and I quote, "Yo, for tomorrow, come up with your top 5 favorite Halloween traditions."
All right. ...
Unquote.
Oh well.
So I thought, all right, Halloween time. I'm gonna think of stuff that I like during Halloween time. So the first thing I gotta bring up is I just love horror movies. I'm a horror fan 365 days of the year.
Yeah.
But every October, everybody turns into a horror fan. Kind of. People start going. They start talking about horror movies. They play a lot of horror movies on TV. And, this is kind of a general thing. I'm not trying to be specific. I just like the whole horror movie vibe.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it just feels better to watch the movie, I guess.
Yeah.
It's that vibe.
Yeah, it's like, I watch horror movies almost every day, at least once a week if I'm busy. And it's just, during October and, Halloween, I do it all October.
Yeah,
I treat Halloween as a month-long holiday.
It comes once a year. I mean, it's 31 great days, really.
One thing I would always get, people be like, what the hell's wrong with you? Because when I'd say this, my favorite holiday is Halloween. It always has been. And everyone goes, all right, dude, listen.
You
write shit down on a paper, and you get what you want for Christmas. Every kid's favorite holiday is Christmas because you get, you write, hey, I want an Xbox, and you get an Xbox. But, I always liked Halloween because it was just always that vibe. And, another thing, I'll get into the rest of my list is I love the fall weather. And he made fun of me for saying that, but, that's just something I like.
I like the fall weather, too, but I mean...
That's something I associate with Halloween time is, the leaves changing and, it's cool, but it's not cold. And, yeah. Wearing hoodies and sweatpants, it's my favorite thing. Just wearing them out, it's very comfortable.
It is comfortable.
It's just how I like to roll.
I like it better because when you're hot, what can you really do to cool yourself off?
You get naked.
Yeah, really. There is things to cool yourself off. It's not like there's nothing to do, but when you're cold, I mean, there's so many things you can do.
Yeah.
You can put more clothes on.
I love getting bundled up, dude, and just being cozy as hell. That's how it is.
Fire weather.
Fire weather.
My number 5 is is more movie and show related. So Cartoon Network, I don't think they do it anymore, really. And I don't even know how they got the rights, really. I guess R.L. Stein was nice or something like that. But for 31 days of the year, they would play a Goosebumps episode. And that was really cool. And there isn't 62 Goosebumps. I'm almost positive there's not. But for two years, they did it.
Mm.
And that just really, like, I remember I'd always get home and I'd always watch an episode, or they'd rerun an episode or something, like, after that one or before. And I always got to watch them, and I just really liked it. Even if it was stupid, like, now when you watch Goosebumps, a lot of the episodes are just, they're kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Child actors are hard to come by that are good. But, they were good back then. It gets your imagination going as a little kid, and they're not that scary, and they're just fun to watch. And one episode to this day that I still have not seen, and I would always miss it, whether I had like practice or something, was the Horrorland episode.
Oh yeah.
And I played the game,
yeah.
and the game, I always liked the game.
I remember. Yeah, I
had the game.
Do you remember the one thing? It was called Dead Ringer.
Yeah.
I remember I was at my aunt's house and she had it for the Wii.
That's what I had it for.
And they couldn't do it, and like I took the Wii remote and I was like, and I got a 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am the Dead Ringer.
Yeah. So 4. And this is a topic that I can expand on. Is I always watch the Halloween movies.
So do I. Yeah.
And the part, like, I try to watch them on TV because I have most of them on DVD and I can watch them whenever. But I try to watch them on TV just to, like, get a different feel. I mean, like, there's commercials and, like, all that, and you're like, oh, they censor that and all that. But the one thing is, they play those movies, and on every Halloween, they always play the remake. And I don't mind the remake. Like,
it's a good remake.
Yeah, when you're a little kid, like, when I was, not too little, but, like, it kind of freaks you out because it's very, like, graphic.
Yeah.
It's more graphic than most, like, slasher movies. But the Halloween movies, and they normally play, like, 5 through H2O and Resurrection, and they're kind of the shitty ones. H2O's not bad, but, like, they play the shitty ones. I like when Halloween falls on a weekend because then you can watch them all day. I remember one time it fell on a weekend, I watched them all day. But, like, if it falls on, like, a weekday, you got school, then you get home, and all of them are over already. Because they don't care about you. They care about the old ladies watching the things. And I don't mind that, but one thing that I don't like about TVs is that they never play the black and white horror movies anymore.
Yeah, it's true. I like. Oh, actually,
Turner's Classic Movies does it. None of the, like, that's owned by Disney, so, like, they can't get Universal. So, like, half of them aren't even on.
I know me and my grandma watched The Wolfman on Turner Classic Movies.
Yeah. I'll go right into my number 3, so we're even here. This is a movie that when I was little, I watched it all year round, but for some reason I couldn't remember why I remembered it so well. It's because they always played it on Halloween, and this is kind of a silly one, but it's Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, where Shaggy turns into a werewolf, and there's the Mummy and Dracula, and they race around. That is my favorite. That's my favorite, like, Scooby-Doo. That's, like, my favorite Scooby-Doo.
It is so weird, dude. I was just thinking about, like, when they were having the race.
Yeah, like, it's the cheesy race. Like,
I could not remember for the life of me. I never would have guessed Reluctant Werewolf.
That's what I couldn't remember what it was, but that's what it is. Because Shaggy turns into a werewolf.
Yeah!
I thought it was, like, Dracula or... all the classic monsters are there. And it's perfect. It's just perfect. And there's Scrappy-Doo, and I like Scrappy-Doo. And, like...
I can't get over that you just said that. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, I remember loving that movie.
Yeah, like, that was just, like... when I was little, I was always scared of, like, Michael Myers and all that. Even, like, Dracula, like, all that scared me. But, like, that was just something, like, kids could watch.
Yeah. For,
like, Halloween. And it was cool. Like, I even watched that, like, I remember watching in the summer, like, all the time. And, like, Halloween, it just felt... It has that vibe where it's just better.
Remember, I also... I know I sound like a bitch back in the day, but I remember I cried during the same vacation because I stuck my finger in the cigarette lighter and I thought I was going to get zapped. And I was like...
What?
I thought, like, later on in the day I was going to get shocked. Like, it was in me somewhere.
Oh, my...
Like, I did it, and I was fine. And we were, like, walking around, and I started to cry. My mom goes, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I'm gonna get zapped."
It's like the Scooby-Doo with that, like, electric thing that comes out of the computer. It's like, he's gonna zap.
The cyber chase.
Yeah, I love that one, too.
Yeah, dude, all these Scooby-Doo movies are so great. The cyber... I have that one on VHS, too.
I used to...
My grandma, it's at my grandma's house. Yeah. Okay, Friday the 13th marathon. I'm pretty sure it's on IFC.
They also do it on What's The Walking Dead? Oh, AMC.
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 It could be on there, but I think I saw it on IFC because it was uncensored.
Yeah.
So, on IFC they do a Friday the 13th marathon, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch, no matter what, even if there's no marathon, I have them. So, like,
Yeah.
I love watching them. And I love watching, like, you know, just slasher movies in general. But it's something about Friday the 13th that it brings me home to Halloween and, like, the October season. And that's just, I love that.
I'm glad they're playing them because, like, there's other... I feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake and the beginning, like the prequel to the remake, they show those, but I have never seen the original on TV.
The Gunnar Hansen version.
Yeah, they just... I don't know. It's just what they do. This has been going on for a long time, and it's not movie based, so
Oh, that's stupid. I said movie based.
It's the cereal, Count Chocula.
Oh yeah.
That is so Halloween, and the thing is, I could have sworn when I was little, I always used to see the cereals, and my mom would be like, "They suck," and so like in the middle of summer, and we wouldn't get them. They suck.
Do you have any pictures? Do you have any pictures of your mom?
Probably.
You can put right there. Just or like over your face. They suck.
Over my face.
Wait, have the box of Count Chocula right here,
And
your mom over your face. They suck. Wait, right here. Say it right now.
They suck. And I'm like, I really want to try that fucking cereal. And it's not there. It wasn't until later that I found out that it came out every Halloween, and by every Halloween it's like September until like a week after Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the Halloween season, candy season when they start selling it. And I would stock up on it and eat it. Like Frankenberry.
It was
that's the only blueberry cereal,
Blueberry.
Yeah.
So it's something from my childhood, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really do it anymore because I buy all my movies and I watch them by myself. But when I was little, my dad, you know, this is how you know this was a while ago. My dad, during the Halloween season in October, would go to the 48-hour video. The video rental store.
I love video rental stores.
Yeah, the one in our town just went out.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're putting in now.
I don't know.
They're like redoing it, but yeah, our video rental store that me and my dad. And it's kind of sad because you know what really sucks. There was the video rental store, and then right next to it was the Domino's, and then this is
it's perfect.
This is a little like off topic a little bit, but like the whole year round. My mom used to work 2 jobs when I was little, and she wouldn't be home till like 11:30, and so like on the weekends, me and my dad, like Friday and Saturday, we would rent a movie, or no, we'd go to Domino's, order our pizza, go to the video store, rent our movie, and then go pick up our pizza and then go home watch it, and it would always be a movie that my mom wouldn't let me see because I remember my dad was like, "Yo, you ever watch Terminator?" And I'm like, "No, but I'd love to." And he goes, "All right." So we rent Terminator, right? And this is a rated R movie. This is the first rated R movie I've ever seen. So we watched Terminator, and I'm seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, all
Sarah Connor's tits
and everything. And then I go into school on Monday, and I'm like, yeah.
Terminator.
Guess what I watched? They're like, what? I'm like, Terminator. They're like, what's that? And I'm like, all you need to know is
boobs in it.
It's rated R. And they're like, wait, what? And this is like in 2nd grade, so I'm walking in like, yeah, rated R movie. Watched it. And so yeah, I thought I was the cat's nuts. But back to what I was talking about. During the Halloween season, my dad would go to the video rental store and rent a movie he knew would scare the everlasting fuck out of me. And we'd watch it. And even though I would be scared shitless, it was something about it that kind of like, that I look back on, and I'm so glad that was a thing.
Yeah, because now we love horror movies, really.
And like, I remember back in the day, like I would not even look up scenes on YouTube of horror movies, and that just goes to show you how much your preferences can
I
change.
used to do that. I'd be like, I don't know what, but I was always obsessed with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, I just had, like, I see clips and I would combine the second, third, first, the remake, like, all into one movie, and I was like, how does this add up? But that was something that didn't make it on my list, because Saw comes out it used to come out every Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason it's not on my list, at least, is because I didn't watch Saw until way after all of them were made.
Yeah, same.
So it wasn't nostalgic for me or a tradition. So that's the only reason why. Horror movies are not as, like, I didn't think they were as scary. I think they're great movies, but they're not as scary as some, like, modern horror movies.
Yeah.
Like, modern horror movies just have more jump scares. Like, and that can kind of scare you when you're, like, middle teenage years. So that's the only reason why I stayed away from Saw and all them most of the time. So before I get into my number one, I'm kind of glad that Joshie, like, even though I was complaining, that he did do, like, sweatshirts and all that, because mine's all, like, movies and, like, other traditions, and his are different traditions, so I'm glad we don't have, like, the same traditions. And a rule that I told him before coming over here is that we couldn't use Cinemassacre's Monster Madness. One, because I think we'd both pick it for, like, the top.
Yeah,
one of the top.
honestly, that is probably
That's my number one.
It's
like,
my favorite thing to look forward to.
That's a Halloween tradition that I, like, literally was from there, almost from the beginning.
I'll never forget, in 6th grade,
I
remember I had a phone that you could go on, like, this was back, like, before iPhones, like, before everyone had an iPhone or a smartphone. I had, like, an LG, like, one of those things you'd, like, it wasn't a flip phone, but you, like, flip it open and there was a keyboard.
Yeah.
That's what I had in, like, 6th grade. And him and Raymond, our friend Raymond, came up to me, and they were like, do you have internet on your phone? And I'm like, yeah, why? And, like, it was, like, this shitty YouTube quality.
It was bad.
You could get YouTube and, like, all that stuff on it.
It'd buffer after a minute.
Yeah. Maybe, like, 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then, like, there's no hope.
And they're like, we gotta watch Monster Madness.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is Monster Madness? And that was the first year I watched it. And I was like, whoa. So ever since, like, 6th grade. And, like, I watched, James Rolfe and all his stuff.
Yeah.
So that's since, like, 4th grade.
He's very inspirational to both of us.
Yeah, he's definitely...
We'll get into Monster Madness because, that's probably going to be, like, one of the end reviews just to cap off this, because it's basically an inspiration for doing these ideas. So, my number one, and I told him that he probably wouldn't be able to guess it, because it's just something that I always think about for Halloween. I don't even know if you know what it is. It was always on Cartoon Network, and they actually made a sequel, is My Scary Godmother Spooktacular.
Yes, dude.
That is my number one.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I know, I thought you would, but there's just something about that's like there's a million goddamn Christmas specials, and hell, there's a million Halloween specials, but that's the one.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one that's just like, that's just Halloween. Like, there's no, like, there's not, like, classic monsters, like, there's imitations, like the witch and all that, the wolf, but it's just like, it captures it.
Yeah.
Just captures my feeling for it. And the badass thing was, I watched it, I don't know when it first aired, but I remember I watched it, it was the first one they had, it was like an hour, 30, it was an hour long, and then next Halloween there was a sequel, and they had both of them on, and I was like, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I definitely remember that, and it's like those, you know what, kids channels, and I don't know if it's like,
I don't even know if they play anymore, which is a shame, because that was perfect.
I don't know if it's just because we've grown older and like the new shows just don't appeal to us, but like, like when I feel just that, like, Cartoon Network and like Nickelodeon and like what I grew up with has gone so downhill.
I feel like that, but
it's like, it's honestly like maybe kids that are like we're our age, like now
they love those.
They love these shows, and yeah, but like, like what I always remember is The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was one of my favorite shows of all time. I absolutely loved that show.
Like all those shows, they had awesome Halloween specials.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the shows now do too, but we just don't watch them.
Like,
we don't know when they're going to come on, so like what's the point of like finding out and all that?
It's like, I used to try to like watch Nick, like, just like a few years ago, I was trying to like, oh, maybe like they'll play some shows I used to watch. Yeah. And they'd play like SpongeBob. But it just doesn't feel the same anymore.
Yeah, not really.
Like, and you know what? Honestly, Cartoon Network had the best shows.
I thought
when I was like Grim Adventures.
That's because they there was a shows that came out during ours, but they also mixed them with '90s shows that came out right before we were born.
Yeah.
Like Courage the Cowardly Dog. There's other ones, but yeah.
Like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
My Gym Partner's a Monkey.
My Gym Partner's a Monkey was one of my favorite.
Yeah.
What was Codename Kids Next Door was one of my favorites. But yeah, so
that one had a good Halloween special.
Yeah, it did.
They all have, like, as we're mentioned, I'm trying to think of what the Halloween special was for them, and I'm, like, getting glimpses of them, but, like, I don't know.
Oh my god, dude, I can go on for, like, for so long naming all these shows, like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, all these, and, like, you know what, now that I'm thinking about this, I'm really, like, rolling in the nostalgia right now. Ed, Edd, and Eddy.
Oh, that
the longest running cartoon series in TV history. Except for, I mean, not The Simpsons. The longest running on Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Yeah, because they redid, like, they stopped, didn't they, and then they came back out again?
I'm not sure.
Because, like, there's episodes that look like they were drawn, like, older, but then, like, when they came out again, they were, like, newer. I don't know. But that one, I was actually going to put that Halloween special on my list, but I didn't because there was just so much more.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah.
That's our the traditions and just memories and everything else about Halloween that we just think about. So, I'm Trink.
And I'm Joshey.
And thank you guys for watching.